let's talk about a book that was considered so dangerous, so utterly controversial, that an entire country just forbade it. We're diving into Aldous Huxley's incredible masterpiece, Brave New World. Let's let that sink in for a second. The year is 1932. This novel hits the shelves, and the country of Ireland bans it. Instantly, no discussion, no debate. They just decided, nope, this is way too dangerous for anyone to read. And that, right there, is the big question. What on earth was in these pages that freaked out an entire government? What made them think this book was basically poison for the public?
Okay, so to get why they were so scared, you first have to understand the world Huxley created. And on the surface, honestly, it looks kinda perfect.
This is the core of it all, this wild paradox. On one hand, you've got a paradise. No pain, no worries, no sadness. Everyone is happy, all the time. But it's also a prison. Babies are literally created in labs. The whole idea of family is gone, and deep love or real freedom doesn't exist. It's happiness, sure, but it's completely engineered.
So, how do you keep millions of people happy inside this gilded cage? Simple. You give them Soma. It's this perfect government-approved drug. The second you feel even a tiny bit of anxiety or sadness, you just pop a Soma holiday, and poof, it all vanishes. It is the ultimate tool for keeping people in line.
All right, so keeping that world in mind, let's jump back to 1930s Ireland. The official censorship board gets a copy of this book, and, well, they were not exactly thrilled.
And just like that, the hammer comes down. In 1932, the ban is immediate and total. Brave New World just disappears from every single bookshelf in the country. It's now officially forbidden.
So what was the official story they gave? Well, the censors called it obscene and immoral. They were completely horrified by the casual sex, the rejection of religion, and especially how it just tore down the idea of a traditional family. To them, this wasn't just some work of fiction. It felt like a direct attack on their whole way of life.
But here's the thing. Those official reasons, that was just the tip of the iceberg. The real reason this book was so terrifying to the people in charge went way, way deeper than that. You see, the real fear wasn't about morality at all. It was about power, and more specifically, how you hold on to it. The book puts this absolutely chilling question on the table. What if the most effective prison isn't made of bars and chains, but of comfort? What if you could make a prison so comfortable, so pleasant, that nobody ever even tries to escape? Now that was the real threat Huxley was pointing to. His novel suggested you don't need secret police or violence to control everybody. If you can just keep people perfectly happy with mindless pleasure and constantly distracted by entertainment, they will never fight for a freedom they don't even know they've lost.
In that idea, well, that's not just some scary thought for people back in 1932. It is unbelievably relevant for us, right here, right now.
Just think about the parallels for a second. In Huxley's world, they had Soma pills to keep everyone distracted. In our world, we have smartphones. We have endless scrolling, on-demand entertainment, and a constant drip of dopamine hits available 24/7. It kind of feels like we've built our very own version of Soma, doesn't it?
You know this cycle. Scroll, swipe, consume, repeat. It's a loop that's literally designed to keep us hooked, to keep us distracted, to keep us pacified. Because hey, if you can keep everyone entertained all the time, you never have to worry about them asking the tough questions. The prison doesn't need any walls. And that's why Brave New World was banned. It was never really about the obscenity. It was about the truth it was telling. The book was so feared because it was holding up a mirror. And the most dangerous books you see, they're never just stories. They're alarms. They're trying to wake us up to something we might not want to see. So, the final question that Huxley leaves us with, the alarm that's still ringing almost 100 years later, is this. With our own modern forms of Soma right in the palm of our hands, are we even listening?